Hi Pisces, it's Kamakia here. I thought this evening I would bring you a spiritual emotional reading. So today we're using the Dreams of Gaia Tarot and clarifying it with the Chakra Oracle. Okay, so I already pulled the spread. Let's get into the central energies at the bottom of the deck. We have the Child card with the Facade card. So the message I'm getting here is about, first of all, being childlike and innocent, okay? There is a quality about Pisces that is very ethereal, innocent, childlike, pure. Pure is a good way to put it. It's like no matter what happens to you, Pisces, you just you remain pure at heart, and it's such a beautiful thing. It's interesting that it's paired with this Facade card. As soon as I saw this pairing, I was thinking about when I was talking to a friend recently. She did a Vedic astrology reading for me, and she was talking about how the world views me and stuff. And I remember saying, yeah, I actually do things purposefully to make myself less like threatening to people. Not threatening, that's not the word that I use. Shit. No, I can't think of the word that I used. Fuck me. Less intimidating. Sorry about that, guys. So, yeah, and when we were talking about all this personality stuff with my Vedic astrology chart, I was like, yeah, I actually purposefully do things. I talk in certain ways, I dress in certain ways typically to not intimidate people. And that was a big wake up call for me because I was like, wow, I thought I was authentic. But there was a part of me that literally softened myself in a way. Or, like I wouldn't put this on my forehead or I wouldn't wear a turban. I knew this turban was going to fall apart on me. And now I just don't give a fuck. Because this is what I wear. I can't change who I am for other people. So I think that's what this is touching on, okay? It's holding that purity about you, but also never dumbing yourself down or changing yourself in order to not intimidate people. You need to stop that, Pisces. Who gives a fuck if you intimidate people? Shit. Right? You're a Pisces. You are powerful. You are spiritual. You are deep. You're in touch with your emotions, your feelings. You're not like these other fucking emotionally crippled signs who, like, I've been in so many relationships, and the people I dated were always like so emotionless. Like, they didn't want to show any vulnerability. They didn't want to show anything. Fuck that. Pisces is emotional, and that's our gift because we're empathic. We can read people, we can counsel people, we can, hear someone's problems and know how to fix them literally and teach them how to fix them. Because we have so much life experience and we understand the human condition so deeply. So that's what I'm picking up from that, dear Pisces. Now let's get into the spread. If I keep going like this, guys, I keep fucking up my back in the same spot where I'm sleeping. So we have the Three of Water with the Quest card. Going with the flow, Pisces. Going with the flow. A card fell. Some of you have a really huge quest that you already know is destined for you. A lot of you do know where the spiritual journey is taking you, but a lot of you don't yet. So it's different for all of you. Take it as it resonates. Either way, you have to go with the flow on this journey in this life. as a Pisces, because the divine source has plans for you that you can't even comprehend at this moment. You can't even comprehend what the future holds for you now. The quest and the mission is too big. You're not even supposed to know the full story of what your fate holds for you, Pisces. That's what I'm getting from that, but it's really beautiful. So just go with the flow. Let the universe guide you. Next, we have the Faith card with release. So I am seeing that some of you Pisces have been struggling with practicing the spiritual principle of faith. You cannot practice the spiritual principle of faith without practicing the spiritual principle of surrender. If you guys can hear that ghetto bird, I'm really sorry, but I do live in the ghetto. And I have the window open. So, anyway. Faith. It's time to start practicing faith. And what do you need to release at this time? It's time to release control. Thinking that we have control is only an illusion. Okay, we don't have control over our lives. We really don't. The divine has that control. And on the spiritual journey, when we actually surrender and let the divine guide us, that is when we can move in the right direction and be guided in the right direction. A lot of the times the plan we have isn't even as good as the divine plan. So the divine's looking at your plan going, you know, that's nice, but I got something better. Big surprises coming, you know? Yeah, Pisces. Release control. Do not try to control what you can't control. Just allow and surrender. And flow. Next we have the Sage with rejection. I could tell glancing at this it was going to be an uber spiritual reading, my dear Pisces, and it is, okay? You are so unique. A lot of you are so progressed on the spiritual journey that you literally can't relate to anyone around you, and I can totally understand this. I feel you on that, Pisces. The world is not going to understand you. The world's not going to relate to you. And yes, many people will act really strangely towards you. Okay, you're not going to be understood in this lifetime. You are the sage, the saint, the guru, the fill in the blank. You know, you are that Jesus or Buddha, or you're on that type of serious spiritual path, dear Pisces. So people aren't going to understand you, and it's just time to be okay with that. It's just time to be okay with that. Next we have the Self card with the Impatience card. I understand this, Pisces. Some of you are very impatient on this spiritual journey. You really want to grow spiritually. You want to, you don't want to be stagnant. You're like, fuck stagnancy. Grow, grow, grow. Go, go, go. You know? I want this inner peace that's going to last me forever, for eternity. You're moving towards it, Pisces, okay? Don't be in too much of a rush. You will eventually attain whatever spiritual goals that you have. But yeah, impatience, it's once again reiterating that divine timing. So surrendering control, releasing impatience. You know, patience is a spiritual principle as well. So let's live in a patient space here, Pisces, okay? Patient, calm. You're moving towards everything that you want. Next, we have the Seven of... is this fire? Yeah. And the Growth card. It's funny because any of you who have been watching me for a while, you guys can see that the same cards are coming out. Like every time I use these decks and I do a spiritual emotional reading for you, the same cards are coming out. It's pretty fascinating. You're going to be, your psychic abilities are going to be just growing, expanding. So don't ever feel like you're stagnant, Pisces, because you're not. Even a Pisces who, you know, even a Pisces in depression who just sits around and just fucking zero, zilch, nothing. They will like out of nowhere just come out of it, psh, blast off, like go get a job, do this, do that, be successful. And because that's what Pisces does. We always climb out of the depths of hell. And we always come out better. Don't we, Pisces? Yes, we motherfucking do. So that's what I see here for you, man. Coming into your power, your spiritual power. Next, we have the Counselor with the Joy card. That's so funny because the Sunshell card popped out with a couple other cards, but I was like, too many cards. Anyway, the Sunshell card is basically a counselor to the King and Queen. And then we have the Counselor coming out here. So that's really cool. Pisces, a lot of you, your gift is counseling people. And I mentioned that earlier on in the reading. So just saw 1111 too. So you can bring a lot of people joy. You can heal so many people with your natural counseling abilities. And man, it's so rewarding helping people, you guys. That's why I do these tarot readings. I love helping people. I've saved people's lives with these readings, literally, and changed people's lives for the better. So it's so rewarding for me. Truly heartwarming and rewarding. And I see you bringing a lot of people joy if you choose to go down that whatever avenue, healer, counselor, whatever you call yourself. You're helping people, right? So next we have the King of Earth with the Faith card. Another spiritual principle coming up here, faith. Okay, practice that spiritual principle. Oh my gosh. Yeah, I was like, wait, faith? We already talked about faith. Bam! Spirit wants you to... I'm such a dork. Bam. Spirit wants you to really practice the spiritual principle of faith. Like, no joke, okay? If you take anything away from this reading, have faith in the divine, whatever you believe that to be. And just more deeply spiritual connotations coming out here in these cards. Look at these images, okay? In the future, there's going to be a lot of people around a lot of you. We're at a very pivotal point in humanity. You know, we've pretty much destroyed the planet already. We've killed off so many species. It's a damn mess. And it's the Pisces, the spiritual ones, who have real tools to help people to cope with what's in here and what's in here. What's eating people up inside, what's blocking people. People don't have those spiritual tools, Pisces, and your job is to give it to them. Give them those spiritual tools. And sometimes it's just a loving ear to listen, right? Pisces knows all about that. I've had people come and they're like, oh, I'm in a bad place within myself, like I'm suicidal or something, and I will talk to that person 8 hours a day until like they don't need to talk to me anymore. And if they disappear and I never hear from them again, it's okay with me, because that's what I'm here to do. I'm here to help people. I never leave someone, who's in such a bad place and internally alone. And that's the beauty of Pisces. We're really beautiful, beautiful people. You're really beautiful, Pisces. Okay, with your loving self. Your big heart. I always like to say that my heart is bigger than my body. Much bigger. Okay, next we have the 8 of Water and the Isolation card. So many water cards coming out, which is not surprising. And the Isolation card, wow. So look at this guy with his chakras all lit up. Full power, baby. Okay, this guy's full. I feel like it's glaring. This guy is fully in his power. Chakras lit up. the message here is some of you just are not putting yourself out there to the public enough to actually help people. So especially if you have a spiritual business, guys, you're never going to be successful if you don't put yourself out there. You got to get on social media, show people what you have to teach, show people your psychic readings or whatever your talent is, okay? If you're a healer, do like a healing video where you, I don't know what you do, right? Okay, something. Healing hands, right? So yeah, this is a beautiful reading, and I took an edible before I started filming, and I'm high as fuck now, so I'm gonna get out of here. But I love you guys so much. That was such a beautiful spiritual emotional reading. Pretty much a spiritual reading, right? But anyway, down below is a link to my Facebook group. Come and join and you get a free welcome reading, and come support the Pisces Passion channel with me. Until next time, love and blessings. Oh, and please leave a kind karma donation for moi. I'll get some new decks with it, okay? Bye, guys.